YouTube. How y'all doing? Dave Boyd here, and having some technical issues, actually. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. Okay, we're using the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Is that what it is? I don't know how this is coming through. It's a little bit different setup on the screen. Yeah. Disorganized as usual. This is a vintage Fabuland piece I was pretty excited about. Glad it came in one piece. I had some concerns. The device I normally use is charging, and it's been having some problems with the speaker on it, and I think I may have to upgrade to something different. This is a rough piece for vintage Fabuland for the car. If you notice, the brick piece for the windshield would fit, I think, up into here. I believe it slots in. It's a square edge, and it kind of goes up like so. Yeah, it bricks in. And on the other side is like the traditional square bricks back then. So I guess you could drop it down. It'd be like that kind of like, well, yeah, I mean, not really, but you know, it'd be taller than that. Anyways, so I've got that piece in for the vintage Fabuland collection, whatever it is. Got a little minifigure sitting here. Anyways, we can talk about some of these base plates. This is a flat one, and really no reason why they couldn't still make this. If you look on the back of it rather than the front, you can see it could easily be two roads. It could be a road with an island in the center, maybe a little bit wider for like trees or something, or like a divided road. I don't know if this exists in others. I'm sure it probably does. I'm starting to find that Lego has a lot of the base plates are reused. This is, I mean, it's very flat, obviously. It's a flat plate, but I mean, really wish that they would go back to making these road plates, and especially ones like little hills and stuff like the ones at the craters. But this could be a very good starting point for a mock, or just for ideas. I mean, you know, start it young. I mean, get people thinking, and you know, ideas. The idea of the Lego world, not just a Lego play set or a Lego play item or a set, but a whole Lego world. I got these in, and I don't remember now what it was for. I think, let's see, 4 by, so it'll be 12 by, is that right? I don't know. Anyways, these, obviously I need these plates for something. Sometimes things take so long to get here that, well, frankly, sometimes you forget what you got them for. I don't see where else to put them. I got chains in here. I guess I can put them in this bag here, I suppose. Oh, wait, here. Here's a Ziploc baggie. Ziploc baggie. Use this one for now. I try to organize Lego sets better, and I would suggest using it as colors, but the problem, as you know, with colors is it's all great if you have a normal amount of Lego sets, Lego pieces, I should say. But if you have lots and lots of different ones, you're going to end up with like, this is not the best example, but like these lightsaber pieces. They come in so many different colors and types, and that's what part of the problem is. And I think that's what my concern is. So I'm thinking about like combining pieces, like say reddish brown and dark brown, maybe able to use together and call it like a tree building pieces, put arches and everything in one. But that works with those. But then like basic plates, 2x4s, 2x2s, I think should be in a by color, and I think that would be absolutely fine. I'm not going to get mixed up if I put this one chrome one in here. It should be okay, right? And surely I can remember the difference. Yeah, to me it looks okay. Famous last words. Anyways, I'm really excited about getting the Rancor minifigures in. I know that they've kind of disappeared a little bit. There was a lot of them on the internet, and they've kind of slowed down some. This one here is still very much more of a parts one. He does have a good jaw. It's tight. There's a couple on the internet that don't have jaws, and someone did have a jaw for sale. I don't remember how much it was, but it was exorbitant. And there was a free arm floating around. I believe it was this side, and I believe it had all the claws. Like this guy here is missing a claw here. I believe the one on the internet had all the claws and both fingers And I think I had the little clip, the little stud that goes into the arm here. These have a little bit of a ratchet, so they'll help hold the position. The arms are hollow on the back, as is kind of traditional for your Lego minifigs. And I'm sorry, but go ahead and Google it. Madagascar hissing cockroach. I'm getting those vibes from this section right here. But anyways, yeah. So he's rocking the green fingers right now because that's kind of all I have for him. And that's I think that's okay. I believe I've got a source for more fingers for him. One of these, I think one of his arms might be loose. I may just do an arm swap. I don't know. I got a load of parts coming, so hopefully no more body pieces, because when you have a body piece, even though it's a part slot, at least I have a tendency to hate to just leave it as a junker, and I'll want to, build it into something, so that would become another Rancor. Now, as you know, in Universe, really, there wouldn't be much reason to have more than one Rancor. But since I've got this one, and because that was the parts one, and then I have this one, which is complete. He's got some loose points, and it's not the best, but he's got both of his correct fingers. And beware, there are fakes out there. And one of the quickest ways I notice the fakes is this. Let's turn his hand around so you guys can see that. See on his knuckles, he's got one mold point. Can you see that? Yeah. Anyways, the non-Lego one, that there was a seller, although I can't find the listing now. I think even he may have been flagged. He was selling the fingers, and they had 2 mold points, and the color just didn't quite look right. I thought, well, is it just a bad filter, like what I did, just use an iPhone or something like that? I got just a bad vibe from it. So I was looking at it more closely, and I compared it to a single claw. I had to go, and went back to his listing, and then I think it was to AliExpress, one of those websites, and they had a very, they called it the large beast or something from Vintage Star Wars or something like that, to completely circumvent the whole fake thing. And it was a Rancor, and the color looked all right, and it looks okay, and I believe they're like $10, maybe with a little bit of shipping. And so I looked around, and they're really cool in the fact because they allowed me to zoom in, and I got to look at the fingers. And instead of having the single mold point right here, they got double mold points, just like the guy that's selling the loose fingers. I think what he's doing, or what he was doing, may have already done, is he purchased one of these and ripped the fingers off, figuring that he could sell those. Starting bid was like $15.99 plus shipping. And what's interesting about that, and I'm not saying it's okay, the price is on eBay, but generally these fingers go for around $30 plus shipping. That's the ugly price. That's a price where somebody's like, oh, yeah, I'll put it on there, and someone will make an offer, and sometimes people don't, they just buy it. I believe the arm was $55 or $59, but like I said, it had 2 good fingers, and the other 2 claws were there. So if you had a Rancor and you're missing an arm, there it is. And that one did look right, but once again, I don't know. But the little chain was missing from this one, but this is my Goodwill one, and had a few other parts, so I brought them together. He's complete now. Anyways, I kind of got off track there. So, having multiple Rancor, if you can go to the fan page, whatever, and it says the Rancors come from Dathomir, where the Knight Brothers and the Witch Coven is, which is interesting, and that the terrain it shows on the wiki page is like forest with like dark brown, tannish, like plains with really big, gnarly looking trees. Not huge, but big enough that I'm thinking that in Lego, I'm thinking 12 to 15 inch tall trees. Now that's a problem, as you well know, because generally your Lego trees, if you custom make them or if you build them for a MOC, you're going to use your angles, and you're going to end up with that 2x2 square post. And that simply isn't big enough, and it will look very Minecraft looking. So I thought, if I put, how did I think about that? If I put angles and maybe put like cheese wedges in between them, it would artificially make the base of the tree larger. And then from there, I can build other angles and slopes up, like your 60-degree ones, like the ones that you see on the MTTs, and bring it further up. And I can substitute one by one round and square just to create a messy looking trunk. And then build arches in. And toward the top, instead of having the tree come to a point, which is so typical, and it's it's what comes natural when you're building with Lego bricks, I can put more arches up and keep building the arches so you get that fan effect of a tree. And maybe try hinges so I can hinge the leaves down. At least this is all ideas. So right now I'm going to start getting parts for that. I am still trying to find dark orange and keep getting other colors sent to me. Still trying to find dark orange for my Geonosis small mock with the gunship, and also maybe a little underground one, a very small cave one, kind of dark, with the zombies in there. And that's the other one I'm working on, but I'm having trouble finding parts for both. And now I'm trying to look at something like Dathomir, and as a result, yeah. So I got to figure out a way to. I'm thinking like tan or dark for the. Is there conversations in here? Sorry about that. This is a different. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that. It's a different format. I'm just not used to it. So I was going to maybe use like tan or dark tan for a ground and build like a loose style, like they call it, like a free form base, and then build the trees in that and try to get some height and roughness of the ground. I'm not going to even try to do the one with the Night Sisters on the backs, riding them through. I'm just going to try to do like a, in the wild. So obviously this molded piece of the chain, it might be a bit of trouble, but maybe it looked like he's wearing an Apple Watch or something. Sorry, me being funny. Attempted humor there. Trying to figure out what that is as an image floating, which I realize this phone has a split screen. It's very, very annoying, I guess, in some ways. So I'm finding myself hitting other buttons on here to try to figure out what's going on, or if there's any way to let's see. Yep. So, and I think that unlike Naboo, it won't be really grassy. It looks sparse and looks like it has a tendency to be dry and kind of dusty, which doesn't really fit the jungle vibe. But then he is supposedly more of a like a reptile, but because it's armored back, I'm thinking it's rather tight skin, probably not necessarily a lot of water there per se, not like not like Naboo or something. So I think that will be great moving forward. But anyway, so I only put the chain on the one. Oops, come on, stand up, bud. I only put the chain on this one here. But these are really massive figures. They're really good. We'll pick on Captain Porter again. He's my volunteer. Minifigures could stand on the edge here. I guess you could do a sitting one. No, that doesn't really work. I don't like the vibe of that at all. But Night Sisters, maybe a custom figure if you want to go that route. Because obviously we're kind of out of the universe at this point, but I think it'll work out good. Either way, I'm super excited about that. And I've seen a few other people have shared posts where they have picked these up recently. I don't know why all of a sudden everybody suddenly decided to get them. I mean, I've been looking at them for a long time. There is a lot of stuff on my bucket list, but that was definitely one of them. And I never intend to have like more than one, but now that I do, I'm thinking, well, what else can you do, I'm still moving forward with the base plates. I was going to work on the Star Destroyer tonight and do an update on that. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for parts still. I literally can't even put the little plates on because I'm waiting for parts. I thought, well, Okay, hey, I got some extra time to get my errands done early, and frankly, I wasn't feeling it. Something nasty happened at work, and I just, I'm not exactly in the best spot for that. In fact, quite great. So a little bit sore, and I was like, well, shoot. Oh, I know. I'll work on that 2009 AAT, the set 8018. And that was cool. Got all the pieces out. I put a community post showing because almost immediately I go, I don't have these pieces. Which reminds me, I need some light gray, the grill bricks too. I don't think I need like 3 of those, and I'm not gonna order just 3. I'm gonna get like, grab a bunch from someone and just go with it because at the end of the day, I mean, and that's the other thing is once again, I'm back on the whining about what to do for space. I do like the stand-up cabinets, and unfortunately, I buy things as I have space, and as a result, sometimes they discontinue things. Like the Sterilite used to make these really great boxes that are great for sneakers. I mean, like if you put the whole box, your paperwork, whatever, for like resale or whatever, and they were just great. They were vented, so there's no molding or anything. It was just great, and I got like 30 of them over the time as I would have time to either room in my car to carry them or money to buy them. And they weren't expensive, but it's just kind of a pain, because it's usually a grocery store item. And then suddenly, oh, we can't really get them anymore. I can order them offline, but then the problem with the shipping is the shipping is massive on something big like this. So it's like, I suppose, well, just get some crap protector ones, like because they don't even look the same. They don't even stack together. Oh, we'll just start a new stack. Yeah, okay. You're allowed help. Please go away now. Please go back to what you're doing. There's nothing to see here. I haven't run into the same thing with Lego because I went with a big, really standard screw and bit organizer they sell at the local store. Home Depot sells them, but they're also sold through Lowe's, and they're also sold through our local AIH stores. So it's like, it's great, and I love that. The containers are a little bit limited for Lego. Like, they're great for small plates, heads, small items, and lots of those small items. I'm still not sure what to do for storage on big figs. Like, I still want to get that big rock troll, I think it is, from the Lord of the Rings set. And right now I'm kind of holding back because I had to get a bunch of small, I call them silly pieces, like little axle pieces and little clip and Technic pieces for that set 8018. And that will allow me to build the front part where the hatch is, and I ordered, and I know I received it, and I even saw my own video. I played back and watched my own video of me unboxing the control panels. There was like 7 of them, little 1x2 printed, and I needed 2 of those. And you know what? I can't find them right now. So I'm a little bit annoyed with that because I needed one for the 8018, and I think I needed one for an AAT. I know I needed one for an AAT, but I think before the AAT even gets one, or AT-AT gets one, I'm gonna have to build some other stuff in because it's missing other things. And you know how it is. As things come in, it's like, let me pick up something right here that's right in front of me that's just staring at me. Where is it? Where did you go now? Are you serious? Are you kidding? I've lost it. Oh, there it is. It's like these. These are for my custom CIS AAT. I ordered them in August, September, October, November, December, January. They're here now. Long ago, I ordered them again. Now, they're just going to be clutter now. I'm not complaining. Yeah, actually, I am complaining. I mean, there's some things you can do with them. And you press in like what? Well, you could make a little, I just thought about this. You probably could combine them, make like a little Ninjago for something for Ninjago, maybe some custom weapon or something. I mean, but basically, so my idea on the tree is to use all kinds of bits and pieces to create the trunk, and then to create your the other piece going up there. Yeah, actually, it's kind of cool. Hold on, show kind of. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. We'll pick on Captain Porter again. We're going to drop Captain Porter, test his resilience, test his constitution. And now we've got, he looks sort of like the guy in that movie Death Trap. Yeah, the very beginning of Death Trap, where he jumps up behind Chris Reeves. Yeah, it's actually exactly the scene. Michael Caine, that was it. Dylan Campbell and Cannon. It's been so long since I watched that movie. I'm just rambling now, kind of pointlessly yapping. It's not ADD exactly. It's just I have a tendency to start muttering and rambling, and my fingers have to do the walking. But I got these extra chains, and personally, I usually see the longer chains, but I specifically wanted a short one to have the broken chain for the Rancor. But I guess you could connect them through. But I think the longer chain is better for that. But while we got this guy here, this will be our experimental. Sorry about that. Well, this will be our experimental Rancor to do stuff with. And what can I do with these chains? I guess I could attach them to his back. It doesn't really make sense, though. I mean, that's a lock point. I guess you could put, I don't know. I'm going to have to study those images on Google and maybe watch that one movie, 1980, was it 83? Return of the Jedi. That's the one, right, where Luke ends up at the Jabba's palace. I believe it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And maybe I'll rewatch that and kind of get into the feel of the Rancor. And because I think it'd be a great figure. I mean, I would just have him in a small, light pose with, with the trees. And the trees will be interesting. It's going to, look forward or don't look forward to probably videos of me experimenting with how to build trees. There's a guy who's selling a custom tree he designed on eBay, and I liked his design, but it's just too skinny for me. But that's when I started looking at the way he did the branches going, And I don't know if I use a round trunk in the center, I could use 1x2 or 1x1 round studs, square, just to create that bark look. And that's what I'm kind of shooting for. But I also thought rather than all just using reddish brown, if I use dark brown and reddish brown, I think it'll actually come out pretty good. At least that's the thought anyways. But yeah, definitely, appreciate people dropping in and stuff. I don't see any comments yet, but I do see things popping up. And if you're trying to comment and it's not showing up, then, well, no, this is a failed experiment. I did see some little emoji stuff pop up. But here it is. It's a Saturday night, and it is 8:30 or 20:30 hours here, AST, Alaska Standard Time. I didn't bother mentioning on the community post because, like I said, stuff's going on, and fill my ears tonight, man. Y'all, I am. But I'm really excited about the base plates. I'm gonna probably look, at least for clone stuff, that gray one that has the builds on it, and probably more of the moon and crater surface ones. There are some reused road plates out there that look pretty good. Have like dirt, the whole dirt theme going. I kind of like those. Those are pretty cool. I got a lot of stuff I'm watching on eBay. I'm just waiting because there's something I'm bidding on, and I'll talk about later. Maybe I won't. If I don't win it, I probably will never mention it because I'll have forgotten about it. But if I get that one, I'm going to have a lot of cash free. Not a lot, but more, the kind of cash I would normally buy a base plate is going to have to kind of go toward that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, there's some cool stuff on the eBay. There's like the old light up minifigures with the light up lightsabers. There's some really rare minifigures popping up here and there. And of course, there's the big figs. And part of me is tempted to build two that don't have chains to use in a mock, but I think that's a little too much. I think I should just keep it small. A lot of y'all said, why are your mocks so tiny? It's because I'm still practicing and I just don't have the parts. I mean, I just don't have the pieces. It takes a lot of pieces to build elevation, little hills and stuff. I mean, even if I were to start with something like this, obviously that's not going to work, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, he's totally gonna be my new assistant. Okay, here's a problem. There's no. Ooh, he smells like perfume. I must not have washed this one. Anyways, what rather than when I was a kid, when I was a child, I might use like just angles and just kind of got the lumps going. But now after watching people that are a lot better at, I would use like 1x2s, 1x4s, and build kind of a rough terrain, leaving one stripe where I can put grass or something. And this one would not be horrible. You could put like a big tree right here, or more likely what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do. Put a big tree here, a couple trees here, and then do stuff here to make it messy. And that way then you're looking at the Rancor coming across. I think that's what would be there. And this plate, the water's, I'm not sure if I care for the water in this one, but this area here creates a place you can put grass or other stuff, dead tree or dead tree stumps, whatever, and creating that kind of that perspective. That's where I look for perspective, like you're in the woods, and that's whatever it is, fellow people. And that's what I want. That's definitely totally what I want, and I think that's the effect we're going to go for. I'm trying to figure out what the green fingers are from. I'm not sure if that's an Avengers saying or if it's maybe one of those creatures. Which one of those things called that were on Han Solo's ship on the Rise of Skywalker? Those I think could have used a very similar claw to this. But there's tons of great little figures out there and stuff that I actually really want. I just haven't gotten around to it. I just, there's always other things to get. I'm super excited that zombie figure, not only did he have it, but he shipped it. It arrived. It's fine. The packaging was a little bit, and his wings got crumpled up a little bit, but I think they'll be okay. And like I said, when you're doing an army, you don't tend to focus on just one figure. We're gonna pick on Captain Porter again. It's like, all ever play Warhammer, and they tell you right in the book, try not to get super focused on just doing that one museum grade figure. You're building an army. They're not saying to slop it together, but there's a cohesion you're looking for. Like, and part of that is the idea of the mock is don't put all your focus on like one guy. I mean, this can be the centerpiece. This should be the centerpiece, but the rest of it goes around it, building the cohesion so it all works together, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Man, look at that jaw, how big that opens up. Let's pick on Captain Porter again. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That is very cool, actually. Very cool. But yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. That's what you're shooting for, is that feeling of cohesion where it all goes together. So there it is, man. And we're already a half hour into the stream. That's good, actually. That's very good. But, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. But that's an update on the Rancors and stuff, and where I'm probably going to head into in this particular direction this year. I did want to build an army. I am going to do the zombie army for sure. I think that will be epic. It would be cool. I just had mine to do like the wolf pack, the 104ths. I will probably pick up another couple of those here and there, but I mean, yikes, Yeah, and I'm going to continue building the Gungan army, and also, yeah, what is it? Goodness gracious, Captain Locke, Horn Company. They only have like 212 guys. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? They only have like 200 guys, so that's an easy army to do. The Gungans, according to your Google and your fandom, like 556, something like that, were killed in the green fields. So my thought, you could literally build an army of over 500 Gungans just as casualties. And that puts you a little perspective into the size of the Grand Army of the Republic and the amount of casualties they suffered. But yeah, a little update about that. And definitely not feeling it tonight. Definitely feeling a little bit under the weather. But I did promise I would do a live I would do a live every night, or not every night, but every Saturday. It's going okay. I've been kind of rambling and not a whole lot to talk about. Just an update. It wasn't a well-planned thing because things haven't gone totally well, but it's fine. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? We'll probably end the stream fairly soon, I think. But yeah, if anyone out there watches this video, rewatches it, if you know where the fingers came from, these green, I know I could probably search for it, but there's a great community out there that knows a lot more about this than I do, so that's cool. But yeah, so we got that, and that, and that. Look at stuff and then get put away here, and these little new pistols from Lego, or newer, I guess. Oops. Newish. Newer, yeah. Anyways, really great for a couple people you all dropped by. Really appreciate comments, and yeah. I think I'm going to end this stream here, and because actually I'm having a little bit of connectivity issue, and I got to go do something right now. Actually, I just realized and I gotta go check on something actually. And I literally don't have anything to talk about because I'm pretty much talked out, and I'm staring at stuff, projects that need to be done, and they're not getting done. So I really appreciate you dropping by. You take care of yourself. Appreciate us, guys and gals out there. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Until next time, ciao.